Hi everyone, today we're going to be going over the rules for the models from the 2-player starter box. Steamforged Games has released the rules over the past few weeks, and now we know what everything in the box is going to do. The box comes in at $99.99, which is available for pre-order until November 20th, 2024. The box is going to come with two 30-point armies. The Signar side of the box is called the Hellslinger Cadre, which is being led by Major Alistair Caine, who is being accompanied by a heavy warjack named Deuce, a solo, Captain Bastian Falk, and a unit named the Black 13th. The Cador side of the box is called the SKS 6 Cadre, which is led by Captain Zahara Vilkul, who is accompanied by a heavy warjack named Razor, a solo, Sergeant Goran Lazarenko, the Jackal, and a unit named the Hounds. In the box, there's also scatter terrain, which can be used to play. This is going to be a great value for anyone looking to get into the game, especially if you and a friend want to split the box. Both of these armies are a cadre, which does allow you to take them in any prime army for that faction. So the Hellslinger Cadre can be used in any of the prime Signar armies, and the SKS 6 Cadre can be used in any of the new Winter Corps armies. We are going to start off with Major Alistair Caine, who is a Signar Gunmage Hellslinger Cadre Warcaster. He has 15 health. He's on a 30mm base with Pathfinder and Gunfighter. You can see his stats, speed 7, rat 9, defense 17, arm 13. He does have evasive, where if he's hit by a ranged attack, after it's resolved, he can advance up to 2 inches. He does grant that to his battle group. He has headshot and leadership, which also gives headshot to other gunmage models. He has 2 Spellstorm pistols, Rat 9, Range 12, POW 12, with the pistol ability and magical. He has 3 attack types, Heartseeker, Thunderbolt, Witchmark, and both pistols have Reload 1, where he can spend 1 Focus or Fury and make an additional ranged attack. His feat, Arcane Conflagration. Gunmage and friendly warjack models gain Blessed. They also gain damage type magical and +2 POW. If a model has an attack type, they get to choose 2 of the special rules instead of 1. On his card, he has Calamity, which is -2 defense and arm. Heightened Reflexes, which friendly model can not be knocked down or made stationary for 1 round. And then he also has Teleport. All in all, I think Caine's going to be a great addition to the Signar army. Next up, we're going to talk about Deuce, the Signar Hellslinger Cadre Heavy Warjack that comes in the box. It comes in at 17 points. It has 30 health boxes. As you can see the grid here. On the card, we also have some more stats. He's on a 50mm base. He can make trample, slam, and headbutt power attacks. He has dual attack, and he has the construct advantage. Major points on this: speed 6, mat 7, rat 7, defense 13, arm 18. So he's accurate. He's decently hard to hit. He does have Accumulator Gunmage, which if you begin within 3 inches of a Gunmage model, it gains 1 focus point. Has Reposition 3 natively, and also has True Sight. The weapons he has are Spellstorm Cannon at Rat 7, Range 12, POW 14, Rate of Fire 1 with the pistol and magical advantages. Has 3 attack types. You'll notice that is a theme with the gun mages. So it has Beatback, lets him push a model, and then he can advance toward it. Blast, and Decrepitation. Has powerful attack, so he can spend a focus to boost all attack and damage rolls for that attack. And then he has reload 1, so he is able to spend 3 focus to get 2 fully boosted attacks a turn. And then we also have a Crescent Blade here with an open fist that's also magical with a buckler to give +1 armor. And that is on a Mat 7 POW 15. Alright, moving on to Captain Bastion Falk, who is a Signar Gunmage Hellslinger Cadre solo. He is 4 points with 8 health. He is on a 30mm base with Pathfinder, Dual Attack, Ambush, and Advanced Deploy. He is Speed 6, Rat 7, Defense 15, Armor 12, so he is harder to hit, but easier to damage. He has Reciprocate when he is missed by an enemy at ranged attack. Immediately after the attack is resolved, he is able to make 1 basic ranged attack targeting the attacking model. He does grant this to other gun mages within 10 inches of himself. He has Prowl, so he gains stealth if he's in concealment, and then also has Run and Gun. So if he destroys 1 or more enemy models with a ranged attack, he can make a full advance. His weapon is a Mage Lock Scattergun, Rat 7, Spray 8, POW 12, with a pistol and magical abilities. Again, he has 3 attack types. He has Banish, Decrepitation, and Incendiary. I think Banish is going to have some fun plays, something Signar hasn't seen in a while. Decrepitation is going to be very solid. And Incendiary is, again, very solid. He does have a sword, which does allow him to charge and extend his threat range because he does have that pistol special rule. I think he's going to be in almost every list that does take gun mage models because Reciprocate is a very, very good ability. Alright, last but not least, we have the Black 13th, which is a Signar Gunmage Hellslinger Cadre unit. This unit comes in at 9 points. Each model in the unit has 8 health points. They're all on 30mm bases with Pathfinder, Gunfighter, Dual Attack, and Advanced Deploy. We'll start off with Ryan. She is Rat 7, Defense 15, Arm 12, and Speed 6. She grants the unit Prey, and she also has Prowl. She has 2 Mage Lock pistols. They come in at range 10, POW 10 with pistol and magical. She has 3 attack types, Brutal Damage, Thunderbolt, and Shadowfire. All very solid options. Shadowfire is going to be very nice if their caster is hiding behind, say, their Colossal or a couple heavies. It's going to let you get that beat because it does allow other attacks that are be going on to that caster to ignore the model hit. She does have Chain Attack Mage Storm. If this model hits the same model with both its initial attacks, you can set her a Cloud template on the model hit. The template's a hazard that remains in play for 1 round, and if you enter or end your activation in the template, you suffer a POW 12 fire damage roll. She does have 2 gun blades, which allow her to charge and then make her ranged attacks because of Dual Attack, Gunfighter, and Pistol. Next up, we have Watts. He's Rat 7, Defense 15, Arm 12. He grants Reposition 3, and he also has Prowl. He comes equipped with a Mage Lock rifle at range 14, POW 10. His 3 attack types are Black Penny, Blast, and Brutal Damage. He also has a melee weapon with his rifle butt, which again lets him charge and extend his threat range. And last but not least, we have Glover, who's the newest addition to the Black 13th. He comes in at Rat 7, who is also Defense 15 and Arm 12. He grants the unit True Sight and also has Prowl. He comes with a dual Mage Lock pistol, which is a 2-barreled variant of a Mage Lock. It is a range 10, rate of fire 2, POW 10 weapon. His 3 attack types are Black Penny, Brutal Damage, and Momentum. Momentum is going to be really great. It slams a model if they're small or medium based. The POW of the collateral is equal to the POW of the weapon. So if you both barrels, it's a POW 14 on the collateral damage. If a large base is hit with a momentum, it is just knocked down, it's not moved. And he also has a trench knife, which does, again, allow him to charge and extend that threat range. All in all, I think the Signar Gun Mage side of the box is very solid. I think it's going to see a lot of play in Storm Legion. It'll be interesting to see how they go together with Gravediggers when that does come out. Alright, moving on to the Khador half of the 2-player starter box. We're going to start off with Captain Zahara Vilkul. She is a Khador SKS 6 Cadre Warcaster. She has 17 health. She's on a 30mm base with the Unstoppable, Tough, Fire Resist, Corrosion Resist, Pathfinder, and Dual Attack advantages. She is Speed 7, Arcane Attack 6, Mat Rat 7, Defense 16, Arm 15, has an Arc score of 6, and is Control 12. Special rules on her card are Alchemical Mask, Field Marshal Prowl, she herself has Prowl, has Rise, and Takedown. Moving on to the weapons, we're going to start off with ranged attack. She does have one. That is a range 8, POW 13 with pistol and magic type. Has 2 types of attacks, Eruption of Ash or Ward Breaker. Both very solid, very situational for what you need. Blessed, I think, is going to get taken a lot when she is making these attacks due to the amount of upkeeps and other effects that go to armor and defense. In melee, we have her Mechanica Axe, which is a POW 13 Weapon Master, and is also magical. This also has the 2 attacks. Again, probably going to be taking Ward Breaker a lot, but in situations where Eruption of Ash is going to be really good, it's going to be very vital. Putting those cloud effects out, blocking line of sight, probably going to help keep her alive as well. Also has a Combat Knife, which is a Weapon Master and magical, with a POW of 10. Her feat, we're going to place D3+3 cloud effect templates anywhere completely within her control range. While within the templates, friendly faction models gain Pathfinder and can move through obstructions and other models if they have enough movement to completely move past them. While in a template, living models suffer -2 defense, -2 to attack rolls, and lose tough unless they can ignore gas effects. This feat lasts for 1 round. It's going to be very good. You're going to notice going through here, almost all the SKS models have an alchemical mask, which is going to let them ignore the gas effects. So it's going to be, not as bad for them, while for your opponent, it's going to be a real bad day. She has 3 rack spells, so she'll be able to rack in any of the Winter Core spells to supplement her 2 spells on her card. She has Cold Front, which gives her Chiller. While within 2 inches, enemy models without resistance cold suffer -2 defense, and that would stack with the feat. So it's, those high defense casters are going to be much, much easier to hit with a -4 swing. Also has Cyclone, which will let her make a full advance. She's speed 7. At the end of the movement, she makes an attack against each model in her melee range that's in line of sight. So she could Cyclone up, make her melee attacks, and then charge after that. She's going to be able to move around the board basically wherever she wants, as long as she's able to free herself up with those attacks. But she also has Unstoppable, so that's going to definitely make it more difficult. I really like the design of this caster. It's going to be interesting to see how Winter Core players like her, if they're going to put her into the rotation, or if they're just going to be using a couple of the other models that come in this box. Alright, moving on to the heavy from the Khador side, we have Razor. It is an SKS Cadre Heavy Warjack. Has 30 health boxes. as you can see here in the grid, how everything is laid out. It's on a 50mm base and can make slam, trample, and headbutt power attacks. It has resistance to fire and corrosion, has Pathfinder, dual attack, and is a construct. It is speed 5, and it is mat 7, rat 6, defense 11, and arm 19. Has 3 special rules on it. We have Anchor, Reposition 3, and Swift Hunter. If this model is killing enemy models, it's going to be able to move very far with the amount of ranged attacks it does have, as long as it is killing those models. So we're going to start off with the grenade launcher. It has 2 of these. They have Arcing Fire and Targeting Flare. This is a range 10, AoE 2, and it is a POW 10, and then has a blast value of 5. So Targeting Flare, you're going to be able to place a 3-inch template anywhere completely within 10 of the model, and the center point has to be in the model's line of sight, and that does ignore intervening models. While a model is within the template, it loses stealth, and models can ignore cloud effects when determining line of sight to it. Now we have the Slug Cannon. It's a range 8, rate of fire 1, POW 16, with the pistol advantage. This has momentum, siege weapon, and reload 1. And then the melee weapon, we have a Ripper Shield. If you've seen the model, the shield has a chainsaw on it. So you're going to be blocking things and hitting things with your shield. It has critical shred, beat back. It's a POW 18 and gives +2 armor. So your 19 armor is going to go up to 21 against most things. It's a solid jack. I'm not sure how much play it's going to see in Winter Core currently based on its point cost, but I do look forward to seeing it across the table. Moving on to the solo for the Khador SKS cadre, we have Sergeant Goran Lazarenko, the Jackal. Comes in at 4 points with 8 health. He's on a 40mm base with Tough, Fire Resist, Corrosion Resist, Pathfinder, and Advanced Deploy. He is Speed 6, Mat 6, Rat 7, Defense 14, Arm 14. Special abilities on his card. He is in a Chemical Mask. He is a Marksman, which allows him to choose the column or branch if he damages a Warjack or Voidbeast with a ranged attack. He has Prowl and Reposition 3. For ranged weapons, we have Jackbuster, range 12, rate of fire 1, AoE 2, comes in at a POW 14 with a 7 for a blast value. Special abilities on here, we have Brutal Damage and Critical Stagger. For melee, we have a Combat Knife, which is a POW 9. I think this model is definitely going to be taken in a lot of Khador lists outside of the cadre. And last but not least, we have the Hounds, a Khador SKS cadre unit. Coming in at 8 points, each model is going to have 8 health. They're going to all be on a 30mm base with Tough, Fire Resist, Corrosion Resist, Pathfinder, Dual Attack, and Advanced Deploy. Each one of them is also going to be Speed 6, Mat 6, Rat 6, Defense 14, and Arm 15. We're going to start off with Tatiria, who is going to have an alchemical mask. Girded is going to grant Inspiration, which gives +1 to attack rolls for all models in the unit, and has Shield Wall. Her ranged weapon, Death Whisper Carbine, is a range 8, rate of fire 1, POW 6 with the pistol advantage. This is an armor-piercing shot. So you calculate the damage from this weapon, you have the base arm of the model's hit, and then you would add any of the additions. Each one of these models are also going to have a battle shield. We're going to move on to Fredenyak, who also has an alchemical mask, girded, and shield wall. He does grant the unit Prowl. He comes equipped with a grenade launcher, which is a range 12, rate of fire 1, AoE 2, POW 12 with an 8 blast value with the pistol advantage. This weapon has arcing fire. And moving on to Scrobula. Comes with a alchemical mask, girded, and shield wall. This model grants reposition to the unit. This ranged weapon is an assault cannon. It's a range 12, rate of fire D3 plus 1, POW 12 with the pistol advantage. Now this has volume fire, gain +1 to attack and damage rolls with this weapon against medium-based models, and +2 against large-based models. Also has critical knockdown. So this guy could be pumping out 4 shots if you roll well. Definitely a very, very good ranged weapon here. This unit is not bad. I think for 8 points, it definitely is going to be useful. Everything essentially being Mat Rat 7 with the inspiration is really going to help with that. With shield wall, they're going to get up to an arm 17. So they are going to be able to do a decent amount with shield wall, and repo. It's going to let them move around the board a little bit more. After going everything, I feel like the Signar half is going to be played together a lot. If you're taking Caine, you're going to take the gun mages. His feat really helps them out. Deuce will probably make it into some other lists outside of gun mages. The Khador side, I'm not really super familiar with Khador, but I'm hearing that the Jackal's definitely going to be taking a lot just because of the rules he has. It's going to be interesting to see how this shapes the game going into January when we have the update. So let me know what you think. Give us a like, comment, let us know what you want to see in the channel. Once I do get the 2-player box, I will be doing an unboxing, an assembly, and be doing painting. After that, we do plan on doing some battle reports with them. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.